Hello, welcome back to my session. My name is Abdulghani Abdulaziz. We will take ourselves through data validation. So, when I say data validation, just as the name implies, the data that is validated. So, data validation is a feature in Excel that is used to control what users can enter into a cell. It allows you to dictate specific rules. It also allows users to display a custom message if you try to input an invalid data. It's a technique in Excel that restricts user input in a worksheet. It's most of the time used to limit user entry. So I've said, okay, I want my cell to be whole number. I want my cell to be decimal. So if I've said I want this cells to be whole number, if you input decimal, an error or a warning sign would pop up and tell you, oh, you have inputted a number that does not meet the criteria of this cell. So let's say we have whole number. All I want the user to input to these cells is whole number. I don't want decimal. I don't want alphabet. So how do you go about it? It's very, very much easy. What you need to do is select the cells, then you navigate to your data. This is your data. You go to your data validation, then this would pop up. You would notice here is showing you allow any value, which is giving you the opportunity to input any value in the cell. But you don't want that. You want it to be restricted to whole number. You might decide, okay, you want the numbers to be greater than something, or you want it to be lesser than something, equal to. So I've decided, okay, I want my numbers to be between 20 and the maximum number should be 100. When I hit my okay, if I input 25, it has accepted it. If I input my 30, it has accepted it. So let's say I input 900. Microsoft Excel is telling me this value does not match the data validation restrictions defined for this cell. So what does it mean? It's telling me, it's giving me an option. Do you want to retry or you want to cancel? Okay, give me an option. I want to retry. I want to input 90. That's accepted it. You can also do that for text length. I want the maximum text length for these cells to be, let's say, 3 to 5, 5 to 10. All you need to do is select the cells, you navigate to your data, you go to your data validation, allow the text length. So I want the minimum to be 4 and the maximum to be 6. I hit my OK. So let's say I've decided to write com. It have accepted it. I've decided to write for. Has accepted it. School has accepted it. What if I decide to write navigation? It's telling me it does not match the restriction defined for this cell. So I want to retry and I'm saying I want to write book. So it have accepted this. You can also do that for dates. You select the cell, you go to your data validation. I want these cells to be dates. I want it to be dates. It's asking me, do you want the date to be in between? Do you want it to be equal to a particular date? You want it to be greater than? So let's say I want it to be between, let's say 1 January 2022 and 31st of December 2023. Now you decided to input 1 5 2022. I've accepted it. So I've decided to input 1 of July 2024. You can see it won't accept it. It's giving an option to retry. So I'm saying, no, I want you to be 2023. It has accepted it. You can also decide that you have lists of functions or list of drop downs that you want the user to select. So let's say you have decided to go for a shopping, you are using an online shopping platform and they have given you the list that you have to select. You can also do that here on Excel. All you need to do is select the cell, navigate your data, go to your data validation. So you'd tell allow lists. So you might decide to input it. Let's say I want you to input some set of department, finance department, finance department. You might separate them with comma. I want you to put my IT department. I want you to put my IT. I want you to put a commercial. I hope I'm correct. And you hit your OK. So you would notice there's a little triangle beside, then you have it here. You would notice you have it here, then you can select the department that you feel. But what if the department you want to select, they are much? So would you rather say you start inputting them manually? Would you say you want to input them manually? No. So what you need to do is you need to reference a list. You need to reference a list. How would you go about that? You would notice this arrow, then you can then go and locate where you have your lists. Go back there, then you hit your OK. So here you'll see you now have the lists. So you have the opportunity to input whatever list you want to have. You have the opportunity to select any department that you have. But there is a particular disadvantage about this. How would you go about this? So let's say you had mistakenly removed this. You just come here, input this, you'll notice there is a space here. What would you do? So the best thing you need to do is ensure your list is on another sheet or it is hidden or you have decided to protect the sheet, you lock the sheet so that the user won't be able to tamper with the list. In the next session, I will take you on the error signs, how you would input your message, and how you would give the user an information why they are inputting the data. Thank you.